Here it is, you guys. Yeah, guys, it's time to go. This has been an awesome car. I've had it since I was 18. Alright guys, in this video you guys will see that I'm working on a Dodge Avenger. The years I believe is 2008 to 2012. I did the coolant flush, oil change, and air filter. Very easy. I more or less showed you guys how to drain the coolant and refill it in the video, and showed you guys where the oil filter is and the drain is, and the air filter I just did it real quick in a time lapse. But I did call some shops. I called Firestone, and for this job they would have charged $280, and brakemax, a rough estimate was, we'll say $220. So my opinion, that is kind of fair. I don't think that's too ridiculous. Still way cheaper to do it yourself. So if you're trying to do it yourself, this video should help you. So like, subscribe, share. Enjoy the video. Let me know what you guys think. Pretty simple job, but you guys tell me in the comments below. Alright guys, now since you guys have seen how much it is to flush your coolant and get it refilled at a shop, let's go ahead and show you guys how easy it is done. To do this, I'm going to lower the bottom radiator hose from the radiator and let it drain out. Super simple. One hose, remove the hose. I'm going to remove the cap as well. Make sure the system is not hot, because this cap, when you go to take it off, is going to shoot up. It'll be under pressure. And then for a little bit more learning purposes, I will change the air filter in this video and drain the oil, just to show you guys how simple that is as well. And maybe when I call, I haven't called yet, when I do call, maybe I'll see what people charge for those. But super straightforward. This is going to be super easy. I'm gonna laugh if they charge more than 10 bucks, 20 bucks to change this. Oil changes typically do range from 50 to 70 bucks depending if you're using synthetic or not. But let's go ahead and do the flush. Pull in the bottom radiator hose, let it drain. I've done one of these before. It makes a bit of a mess. I don't really have a better solution but draining that hose and removing the cap, which we're gonna do right now. Should not be under pressure. All right. Yeah, it's super filthy. Super filthy. Now, I don't know if it's like a normal thing with this car, but the other Dodge that I did was like this as well. Like super disgusting. Crazy. Check that out. Gross. So I may actually flush this out with a hose. Run water through this one. Because I remember the other one, I didn't run water through it. I just drained it and refill it, and it was still kind of dirty and murky. This one, I think I might go ahead and put my hose in here and try to flush everything out. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so that clamp to that hose is a pain to get to, if you can see it. So I'm just gonna remove the air box just so I can get better access to that. It's a 10 millimeter here, and then it's an 8 millimeter right down in here. You can't see because of the shadow. There it is. And then there's like a, I forget what you call it, but you pull it out. And now I'm just gonna undo this, and maybe this line. I don't really want to unplug any sensors, but I'll undo this just so I have some space to kind of put this off to the side. Super easy to remove the air box, but let me go ahead and remove this guy next. Also, don't forget to remove this guy. These little clips are a pain. Try not to break it so you can reuse it. just to try to explain how I got it out. Wiggled it out like you saw, and then I got right in between it and pushed it out from underneath. So now it is out, and I gotta go pick that up, but there it is. Check it out. This is already off. This box looks like so. And I will be changing that filter in a bit, but wow, now look at all the space I got. And there goes where the one bolt is with the, I think it's an 8mm is what I used to back it out. And this guy, I can't think of how to word it, but it just sits right in it. It drops right in. So now I can go ahead, have plenty of access to this hose. All right, now it's draining. Can't catch it all, so I just threw these towels down. Kind of wish I did the oil change before I drain this, because I forgot it makes a mess. But it's draining now. My baby. All right, I'm gonna make one hell of a mess right now, but I'm gonna turn on my hose, try to give it a little bit better of a flush, and hope that I have enough towels to catch whatever coolant or water comes back this way into the garage. I'm in the middle of moving, so I don't want to get too much water in here. But I'm gonna set down the camera, maybe somewhere right here, so you guys can see the mess that I make. If you're slick, you'd notice I didn't have the correct side. Oh shoot, here it is. Guess we'll try it with this. Doesn't leak. Nope. Alright. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Alright. Cool, let's go get this done. Now I gotta unravel this. Well, that made a mess, as I expected, but looking in here, it already looks way cleaner. What's coming out of the hose is much cleaner. What came out of the radiator was pretty clear, so it is much better than the last one I did. And I will use something to try to wipe this guy off. This guy's kind of filthy, so I'll wipe that off, and then I'll put the hose back on, and we shall call this good. This straight works better than the angled one to get in that space, and hopefully it doesn't rain too bad. At least I'm pretty much underneath in my garage. Can't wait to move, guys. I'm gonna get a bigger garage, but I have a disaster already down here on the floor, so I'm going to go ahead and get down there and drain the oil and hope that this little bit of rain passes. First off, I'm going to go ahead and put the intake back on. So, there's a little something like this. just so you guys know, 13mm to drain your oil pan, and there goes your oil filter. Hopefully you have the oil filter tool. So I'm gonna go ahead and drain and then remove the oil filter and then fill her up. But I don't gotta get into much recordings of that, so this is just kind of a heads up. I did do the oil pan gasket on this. It is a little wet. I did the oil pan gasket quite some time ago. I don't know, maybe it's just from this guy, or it's just old residue, or it needs to get done again. But regardless, doing the oil change real quick. And just like that, new oil filter. Probably can't see, but drained oil. Now let's go ahead and get back up top, fill it up with engine oil, and put some coolant in it. And then I get to move on to the next job on this, but let's finish this one up first. All right, got some oil in it. It calls for 4.4 quarts. I put a little bit more than that, probably like 4.5 or more than it, but less than 5 quarts. So now let's top out the coolant. This is all the owner brought me. I do have this laying around because this guy will probably not be enough to fill it up. So I have some of that. Let's go ahead and start filling it up. Okay, so while you do this, this isn't sealing really well, so I'm kind of upset about that. But don't forget to turn on the heater. So I'm going to keep plugging this, let that go down, and then super upset about that because that's never happened before when I've done this. I gotta double check my attachments, but don't forget, turn on the heater, which I'm gonna turn off the camera, turn on the heater, turn it on full blast. So don't forget to do that. Right now the AC is on, but regardless, I'm gonna turn off the camera, blast the heater, and make sure this gets topped off. Well guys, there it is. That's how you guys go ahead and bleed the system. I like using the no spill funnel. It doesn't seal. I need to buy another one with better seals. This is kind of like 3-4 years old. But yeah, super easy guys to drain your coolant and refill it. It's just nothing but time. I do hope you guys like this video, and I do hope that you guys are able to hear me. The fans just kicked on. I have the heater blasting right now. Next video you guys will see on this is changing the front struts. So stay tuned because I'm about to record that one next and knock that out and have this car ready for the owner. But like, subscribe, share guys. Save the money, get the tools, do it yourself, and your pockets will appreciate that. Thanks guys.